Lacie Pound is the nicest, sweetest young woman who lives in a status-obsessed world. She finds out the hard way that there's more to life than just being liked. Hi, my name is Harini and you're watching More Than Just a Movie, a series where we talk about how films and TV shows are so much more than just. It's so easy to misunderstand the theme of Black Mirror. Many articles state that it's about how technology is dangerous and evil and that the growing involvement of technology is bad for us. One article even says how Black Mirror is about, and I quote, how technology can harm society and transform our behavior. I disagree. That's not all what Black Mirror is about. It's easy to blame something external, like technology, and completely forget human involvement. What the series is essentially about is the human mind and the human condition. I think that the theme of Black Mirror is about the true colors of humanity that are tested or challenged when it comes to the use of technology. At the end of the day, it's about the power of the decisions and choices that people make, and how sometimes these choices have disastrous consequences. Now that we've established that, let's take a closer look at Nosedive. Almost every episode of Black Mirror is a cautionary tale, and Nosedive is no different. It is the first episode of season 3, and in my opinion, one of the best episodes in this series. It is also my personal favorite. Lacie Pound, a woman whose name makes me think of a freshly baked lemon pound cake, lives in this pastel-colored, airbrushed, perfect life. She wants only one thing, and that is to be liked.
Would you like a croissant? They gave me an extra at the coffee place.
Oh no, I owe it.
Okay, sure, all good, thanks. Yeah.
Black Mirror has very visible character arcs. Lacie Pound goes from this
Sounds awesome.
to this.
The little girl who, when we were just 5 years old in art camp, started talking to me because she saw I was scared.
In this episode, the world runs on a system where people are rated based on their likability. Likability is based off of things like money, aesthetic value, and outward niceness. It's all very superficial.
Nosedive is a satire on acceptance and the image of ourselves we like to portray and project to others.
Likability is so important when it comes to crafting a story. For example, some would say it's important that your protagonist, although flawed, should remain likable in order for an audience to truly be invested in their story. Lacie Pound comes off as actually likable to some degree, despite her sycophantic tendencies, because of this little snippet.
Got one for everyone, actually. Still a bunch of them for grabs. They're from the organic stall at the farmer's market?
Sure, okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
We think, maybe Lacie is empathetic, genuinely empathetic, somewhere deep down. So now that we're on her side, we can follow through this journey. Lacie's brother, who is in her eyes and the eyes of the system, not on the same level as her, also happens to be the only genuine relationship she has. He really doesn't care about what others think of him and doesn't really live his life trying to please other people. Unlike Lacie.
I'm going to a wedding. Maid of honor.
Nice.
Want to hear my speech?
No.
These are people who are not afraid to speak their mind. They are not scared of being disliked.
The whole problem is this judgment that negative emotions are not acceptable. You know, if you feel anxious, fuck it. Being anxious is part of life. These negative emotions aren't necessarily negative. A lot of times they're very helpful.
It's great to see you.
You too.
I've always found it so amusing that social media gets such a bad rep. It's almost as if we forget that it's us human beings who are actually behind the social media. I don't think social media as such is the problem. The way it's used by us definitely is. What social media in the real world does is give everyone a platform to express themselves, but also from behind a screen. So it comes with its own set of terms and conditions, you could say. It becomes an externalization of people's internal desire to be liked.
Everyone is a little bit heightened and false because everyone's terrified of being marked down because the consequences of that are unpleasant. So it's basically the world we live in.
Nosedive really gets into that. It shows us that living our lives for the acceptance of others is a downward spiral.
I just wanted to say in this, we're all so caught up in our own Let's not forget what matters. Happiness, fucking Paul and Naomi, and she fucked Greg!
Black Mirror's Nosedive is so much more because it exposes that sometimes it's actually okay to be disliked. It's more important to be genuine and disliked by a few than it is to be fake and liked by everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and comment down below. Tell me what you thought about it, and do share it with someone you think might enjoy it as well. And subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Like, I don't know a single person who's liked by everyone. Like, there's people who hate Beyonce. Like,